Well, hey, you made it back. Again, this is BLT or BL Trails and Tales. Excuse me. Oh, I know. I just got a little confused today. I got bound up yesterday. I was working and then didn't have time to go for a ride. And if I don't go for a horseback ride for a day, I get a little bound up, I guess. And so, anyway, loaded up here this morning and took off. But before I did, I got a bite to eat. And this isn't going to be a story. This is more, I guess, current affairs, political, and cancer deal. I get so dadgum tired of people lying and being deceitful. Our politicians, sometimes your friends and family will do that to you. Um, if you've got friends and family that don't lie to you and that are true to themselves and true to you, you need to cherish them, and appreciate them and let them know that you appreciate them. Anyway, what happened was I sat down there and I grabbed a bite to eat and I turned on the TV and I got the news, and here's, it's a sad situation. Joe Biden, he's got cancer, right? And it's advanced, okay? And I feel sorry for the guy. I went through, well, I guess you never get totally done with it. For 16 years, I've battled prostate cancer, and so far now, I'm doing well, and they think I will continue to be that way, and so that's what we keep hoping for. But anyway, I got to thinking about the President of the United States, Joe Biden, and he's got advanced cancer, and it's probably preventable, in most cases if caught early. And you think that a standing member of Congress or a vice president or president is certainly getting checkups, especially when you're over 50, 60 years old. You should start when you're in your 40s. But, I'm sure he's got all the good doctors in the world, and his wife is supposed to be a doctor, right? Now, they don't catch this until it's, metastasized already, and gone to his bone. That's insane. Ladies and gentlemen, there's something wrong with that. Somebody's not telling you the truth. Somebody's hiding stuff from you. And I think that whole administration has been that way. Uh, it happens in all of them, but this one was really pretty bad. I mean, when you're the most secure building in the nation, and all of a sudden you find cocaine in there and they don't know who did it, that's a lie. That's just a fact. Somebody is lying to you because they know whose cocaine that was, and they know where it came from. Just like this is a lie about the prostate cancer. Somebody knew about that. Now, were they withholding that from Joe? Gosh, it's just terrible to even think about. But it's absurd to think that they didn't know, that they didn't do a test. He had to do a physical every year. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're a man, part of that physical is you draw blood and you get tested for your prostate and PSA. And so I can't believe that they didn't know. Somebody didn't know, and I hate to think that it's evil, but if they were withholding that kind of information from him, and just to keep him in office or to make out that he's well and stuff, that's evil. That's wrong, because he should have been able to be diagnosed with it. I would suspect, I don't care, I had advanced cancer, and it comes on, but it takes a couple of years, and in his case it'd probably take 3 years to be where he's at right now. And so and he's living with a doctor, and you know what, you have a little issues there. It's called getting up in the middle of the night about 5 times and stuff like that. So yeah, she would notice, and well, if she didn't, she's not much of a doctor, not much of a wife, because notice when somebody's getting up and going to the restroom, 2 or 3 or 4 times a night. And so you say, hey, you know, you better go get something checked out and see what's going on. Anyway, they didn't, and so I don't know where it goes from there. This is just going to be a quick video. I just had to come out here and vent just a little bit on it. So I appreciate you stopping by, and leave me a comment. You know, there's a little button there, button over here somewhere that says follow me. Do that. Tell me what you want to hear about. You want more stories and a little less, little less of this political BS. That's fine with me because I can do either one. But I'd rather tell stories. But at the same time, it's the state of our nation, and we need to acknowledge it, and we need to start holding people accountable, and I think that's happening now. So I just appreciate you being here, and I appreciate very much if you subscribe and follow me on Facebook also. But stay with us. We're going to have a good time. Let me know what you want to talk about. Leave me a comment, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day.